Hello everybody, I am Vijay Krishna, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering from Chevron Engineering College. Today's subject is special electrical machines. On special electrical machines, topics covering is the topics discussing is introduction to AC induction motors. What is meant by AC motors? We know that two supply systems we mainly having, that is the AC supply and also the DC supply. Depend upon the application point of view, the motors are divided AC motors and DC motors based upon supply system, input system. That is AC machines or AC motors and DC motors. Now we discuss about the AC motors. The mainly two types of AC motors we are having. That is a synchronous motor and also the induction motor. Synchronous motor and induction motor. The synchronous motors supply power to both the rotor and the stator, whereas induction motors only supply power to the stator coil. That is, the synchronous motors are two excited systems, two excited machine. It is a two excited machine, but the induction motor is a single excited machine. Here, the synchronous motors having some of applications when running the load on the motor. With respect to the load running on the motor, at the same time, the synchronous motor is also by changing the excitation levels of the values, therefore the power factor improvement is also possible. That is, the synchronous motors having the main advantage. If you come here, the induction motors only supply power to the stator coils. That is, when the stator winding has been placed within the stator itself, the arm, whenever the supply has been given towards the induction motor stator coils, therefore a rotating magnetic field is produced. That is, it should be a single phase rotating magnetic field or it is a three phase rotating magnetic field. Here, with respect to the rotating magnetic field within the stator coils, the induction motor rotor has been rotated. That is, production of torque has been possible. That is, if you come here, the AC induction motors taken as a three-phase supply, the three-phase motors are also called as a polyphase supply. The AC current to create a rotating magnetic field on the stator. Here, if you observe within the diagram, whenever the three-phase supply has been given towards the stator, this induces a magnetic field on the rotor which tries to follow the stator. That is, a slip value has been occurred here, that is a slipping required to produce the torque. If you come here, these are nothing but the stator coils which are wounded with the 120 degrees of the displacement value, and here shows the rotor, and the rotor has also placed with the copper bars. Here you are placing the copper bars. With respect to the copper bars, this is nothing but the end ring. This is a single copper bar. At the same time, number of bars are placed. These total number of bars are attached with the end ring. These whole rotor and also the stator has been placed within the shaft. Here shows the complete picture of the induction. Here in industrial sectors, we are using most of the loads. So we are running the most of the loads with the help of the three-phase induction motor. Shows the three-phase supply system, that is a RYB. That is a red, yellow, blue color codes which are provided and having a displacement of 120 degrees displacement. Here, this is the maximum value which we are getting. This is the peak value which we are getting from the R phase, which is touching here. Here, if you consider with respect to the two phasors of any two phasors, here getting that we are touching here this point. Therefore, the flux value is to be direction toward like this. After some time, the curve is to be moving like this, and the red phase has been moving like this within the sinusoidal waveform. And this is the summing point. Therefore, we are getting the phasor value, and the direction of the flux is to be like this. After some time, red and blue is to be from this two, we are getting this direction. What means for each and every half cycle or with respect to the displacement angle, here the direction of the flux is to be changes. Here, with respect to the supply frequency, depend upon the supply frequency, the direction of the flux is to be moving into the stator air gap, stator and the rotor air gap. Here, with respect to considering the industrial sectors, we're having most of the applications as a induction motors. That is also for high powered applications also. Induction motors only supply current to the stator and rely on a second induced current in the rotor coils. The stator coils, whenever the current is moving into the stator conductors of the coils, a magnetic field is produced. With respect to the magnetic field, the rotor conductors are which are in a short circuited form. Therefore, whenever the magnetic field has been touches the conductor, therefore the rotor conductors has been induces some current. Why? Because it is the short circuited nature. Therefore, with respect to the current production in the EMF production in the rotor and also due to the closed loop nature, therefore current is also produces. These current causes a rotor flux. Due to the interaction between these two fluxes of stator flux and also the rotor flux, the torque should be produces. That is nothing but a relative speed between the rotating magnetic field on the rotor. If the rotor somehow matches or exceeds the magnetic field speed, there is condition called slip value. The slip is required to produce the torque. If there is no slip, means there is no difference between the induced pole and the powered pole, and therefore no torque on the shaft. That is, induced pole is nothing but the magnetic field that is produced in the rotor, and the powered pole is nothing but the field system, the stator which is provided with input supply. Therefore, with respect to if any difference is there in between these two, there is a slip. With respect to the slip, only the torque is produces. Therefore, if no difference means there is no slip. What about the synchronous AC motors? Here, the current is applied to both the stator and the rotor coils. That is nothing but double excited machine. This allows for precise control like the stepper motors, but requires mechanical brushes or slip rings to supply DC current to the rotor. There is no slip since the rotor does not rely on induction to produce torque. Here, the synchronous motors are used with the slip rings or the brushes. Why? Because the DC supply has been moving towards the rotor circuit. An AC supply has been provided for the stator. Three-phase rotating magnetic field produces like that in the same as the induction motor. But what about the synchronous rotor? The rotor is provided with the DC supply. Therefore, the requirement of the slip rings of the brushes is must. Therefore, here the synchronous motor is called as double excited machine. And here the applications are to run the motor, to run the loads of the mechanical loads, and also at the same time, which will improve the power factors as a main application for the synchronous AC motors. Thank you.